Well, either way, we're in for a ripper last quarter.
Can't wait for it. Division 2 elimination final.
Maybe
a
we've
2-point ball game.
Well, we've pulled the right horse this weekend with 2 close games, haven't we?
Here's Dan Sensick to take us underway for the final term.
Big 30 minutes coming here at Tormort Reserve. Rucks go at it. Smith wins the tap down on hands and knees. Mitchener out to Batty. Just fed the handball out there. Klepp looking for meterage now as Bayswater look to go forward through McLeod. Trickling ball up towards half forward. Gathered there nicely by Miller. Just flicked towards the front there. Callanan, can he gather? Diving on the footy. And Klepp just finds himself at the bottom there, just wrapping up his Bayswater opponent, the tackle, and we'll see a ball up at half forward for Bayswater. Crucial first 5 minutes coming up as Mitchener wins the tap down. Lopo kick around the corner, looking for Callanan, and it bounces out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Is the umpire picked out a free kick here?
Out on the full.
Out of bounds on the full, so...
And they're saying over there, how could you pick it from that far?
I could see the boundary umpire, mate.
Yeah, I know.
So Del Biondo just looks for ground here, up towards half back. Nearly fell into the arms of Batty, couldn't take the mark in the end. Lopo just resting at ground level and unable to get it out. We'll see a ball up at half forward. Bayswater 8-8-56, Lilydale 7-12-54. 2 points the margin on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard as we restart play here. Waters with the tap as it's worked towards the boundary line. Lopo again at the bottom of the pack with Kennedy. And let's go to Tim Fitzsimons with some scores.
Yeah, Ringwood with another couple of goals to extend their lead past 5 goals there. 9-8-62, leading scores be 4-5-29.
Never calling a game over again.
I don't feel all that bad about it, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
I've done it before.
So Rucks go at it. Galvin just bursting his way through there, wrapped up by the smallest man on the ground though, in Baker. Let's cross boundary side to Gav Casey.
Ben, you might have gone to Bayswater's huddle, but Lilydale, the smiles on the faces, the players, they actually looked excited. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep the momentum up. They seem like they're pretty happy with what just happened in 10 minutes of footy.
And we've got a blood rule here, so a player coming off.
Did you get excited too,
Anthony
Gav?
Van Roon.
I did actually. When I was speaking to Ben, I had a big smile on my face and said, geez, it's a bit different to what it was only 10 minutes ago.
You would have been very happy about yesterday too, wouldn't you?
What was that?
Your team into a second semi.
Gav's got to look through his list of his teams to see which one it was.
So play restarts now. Low, going nowhere. Umpire calls for the ball again.
Yeah, something like that.
So Paddy works it up towards the half back line as Lilydale look to go forward, looking for Bernstein, unable to scoop it up cleanly at half forward now. Class Henry just battles with Hoare there. Great tackle there by Class Henry. And the pressure of Lilydale has just been superb in this last 20 minutes of footy.
Yeah, those small forwards for Lilydale have really upped the ante and put a lot of pressure on the back six of Bayswater.
Rucks go at it. O'Donoghue got the knockdown straight into the arms there of Healy, up towards the half forward line. Bouncing football. It's deep in the forward line for Lilydale. Scooping across the back there. Scott McInerney got it away to Wayne, his brother, up towards the half back line. Lopo did well for the spoil. Ball trickles out towards the boundary line. Kept brilliantly alive by Healy. Handball over the top. They're still alive here, the Falcons. Nicely done, and eventually it'll trickle over the boundary line by Hayden Schroeder. They're happy with that stoppage. Bayswater scores still coming in from around the grounds, Tim.
Yeah, Division 1, 3-quarter time. Not good news for you, Ray. It's Blackburn 13-13, 91, leading at Rowville 7-5-47.
Comes out now from the stoppage. Lopo, handball to Galvin. Joel Variety on the right boot. Copped one after he kicked it. It's a downfield free kick.
Now is not the time to be starting to give away silly free kicks. That goes for both sides because any slight edge could be the difference between winning and losing.
And Bayswater with the chance to go forward now. The kick was a shocker. And Mitchener, who's had a fantastic game, a 4-quarter performer.
And he's done well.
On the right boot. Sends it back to once it came. Galvin got a timely double fister on it over the top, linking up there, trying to hit a target here in Miller on the left boot, goes forward towards the top of the goal square, looking for Cunningham. He had 2 players to beat. Going after it, there was Baker. He got wrapped up in a tackle and he's thrown it away. He's thrown it away. You can hear the Basie faithful wrapped about that one. Matty Cunningham will be the recipient of the free kick. The ball was trying to get the advantage paid situation, but the umpire had already called it back. Which was close enough to advantage as you could get, but nonetheless it will come back. Matty Cunningham to have a shot on goal.
I was very impressed with the ground that Cunningham made up on Baker, because, you know, he's a little man that's super quick, but Cunningham pinned him.
Finally, the ball comes back into his arms. Matty Cunningham, 24 goals for the season, yet to hit the scoreboard today, but this would be a timely one. He's usually a great kick of the football, and he has pushed it to the left-hand side. Take over at any time, Brash. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 6 minutes into the final term, 8:9:57 to 7:12:54.
So Klepp to bring it back in for Lilydale. High pressure game, just guarding space at the moment. Bayswater at the moment too, but great hit up there. Del Biondo at half back, marks in front of camera, then puts it on the boot long down the wing. They've got the numbers here. Lilydale, great mark taken. Yeah, and I think it might even be 50, Brad Lowe, or 25 rather. He was taken high around the neck after he took the mark.
Blokes like Lowe and
So Lowe inside forward, 50, great kick, hits Wilson on the chest. And what will he do now? I don't think he'll have the journey. He'll just pop it up to the top of the square. Great mark. And great hit up there. And Lilydale can hit the front, believe it or not, at the 6.5 minute mark of the final term. Transitional play, absolutely sensational. And this is Lucas Hulls to line up for his second goal of the afternoon. Potentially put Lilydale in front. Who would have thought that an hour ago?
It was 8-1 halfway through the third. It's been a monumentous comeback here from Lilydale.
So Lucas Hulls comes in directly in front. Kick off the boots, a shank, and it stays left. Lucky to get a point in the end, I think. And he's drawn Lilydale 3 points closer. 7:13:55. Bayswater 8:9:57 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
I think Matty Cunningham will be breathing a sigh of relief too.
That's right.
It was a quick transition. Lockie Wilson, such an X-factor player, been pivotal in getting his side back into the contest as the kick goes out towards the half back line. O'Donoghue was in the front spot. Over the back there was O'Reilly for Bayswater. Hits the deck, wrapped up by Class Henry. Let's have a bounce.
Does Paul McCormick try just something a little different? Maybe put Wayne McInerney in the forward line?
It's an option.
Galvin over the back, knocked it to ground level. Class Henry was in there. Nice handball, McGilvray Smith. Kick it up and under, kick up towards the wing position, knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. 2 points is the margin, 57-55. EFL Game Day Division 2 Elimination Final. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. EFL.org.au right around the globe. Finals happening in Division 3 and 1 also today as the ball comes back into play. Here's Lowe. He did well, sold a little bit of candy on the right boot, drives it forward. What a strong mark. That's been taken out there by the player in Callum Morrison, who's already kicked one this afternoon and will go back. He's only 35 metres out and he's directly in front. I'm backing him in here for Lilydale to hit the front.
Gee, that was a good mark because he was out of position for most of that way the ball that came in. He's really worked well. He's given it off.
He's given it off now. He's Koga. That was not the right option. The ball holds up. O'Donoghue used his body well, worked himself to the front, and they will take it. There's no doubt about that. It's luck's of fortune really for them, but he's going to have a shot from 20 metres out directly in front. Adam O'Donoghue will come in. He's taking his time, the big man, sucking in a few big ones. Leans over it. Drop punt, go for a goal. Lilydale have hit the front. Listen to the Falcon fans get around there, boys. 10 minutes into the final term, and they lead by 4 points out here at Tormore Reserve.
This is Bayswater's season, right on the line here, Brash. You know, can they come back again?
Yeah.
They're really being tested by Lilydale, and Lilydale, good luck to them. They've hit the front now, but Bayswater, this is where you've got to stand up.
Yeah.
Everything you've done so far means nothing.
Yeah, this is where all the experience, this Bayswater have got all the experience on their side in finals. This is where they need to bring it.
So game on the Falcons' terms at the moment. They lead by 4 points. Back in the ruck, Mitchener wins the tap and high contact. It's a Bayswater free kick. Cam McLeod to take it. Pops it on the boot up towards centre half forward, looking for Cunningham. Strong mark.
Kick it to the goal square
Back
at least.
yourself in.
Well, he's got to. Well, he hands it off to Camera, who from outside the arc pops it on the boot. How will this one go? All the way to the square, belted through by Klepp. Sensational defensive work. And Bayswater 8-10-58, Lilydale 8-13-61. Let's go down to Gav Casey.
It's definitely sprung up. It's going to Bayswater's end, so that's why kicking into it's not easy.
So Klepp has been solid down back today for the Falcons. Brings it back in. Wooten at half back.
That's the second time he's kicked out to there. Bayswater's got to be awake to that.
So Wooten just pops it long down the wing to a pack of players. Spilt the mark and it trickles over the boundary line and out of bounds for a throw in. 3 points the difference here. 61 plays 58. 11 minutes gone. Final term.
Yeah, Mitchener has done a magnificent job for Lilydale. He's single-handedly got him back into the contest with his ruck work.
3 points is the margin. Who wants it more? Yells Bruce Press. Watching at home, our mate. On the right boot, Lilydale kick was smothered up towards the half-forward line on hands and knees. O'Reilly trying to bustle through and he can't. We'll have a ball up, half-forward line for Bayswater. Boundary riders need to ask to cross down before we can turn their mics on as the kick goes in towards the middle of the ground. Amateur mistake as it comes out. Jess Moore in the middle of the ground got chopped off. Here's a go. Nicely done there by Harvey. In the middle, got it away on the left boot. Batty goes inside forward. 50. The kick was there. It was a one-on-one situation. Wilson had the front spot. He got out-muscled in it. They'll take that. The Bayswater faithful, the Lilydale faithful. Everyone's clapping for everything. It's high, intense football. There's no doubt about that. To bounce this one up, it's only 45 metres out from the Lilydale goal line. Galvin comes over the back. O'Donoghue wrapped him up quickly. Two big men hit the deck, and let's do it all again.
Come on, Joel. Get up, mate.
Might have been winded there.
His head, I think, hit the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So he picks himself up. Rucks go at it. More at the fall. Got the handball away. That was good play. Bouncing football out towards McLeod. Scooped to Con by Baco's kick was smothered. They've still got the numbers here. Lowe almost was able to run onto that. But Bayswater through McLeod. He's trying to get rid of it. He's gone. He's gone. He just couldn't release the handball there. And it almost could have been a 25-metre penalty. The umpire said it was okay. Free kick going to Ryan Harvey of Lilydale.
That was a really good tackle there by Harvey, BWS. Actually put the bear hug on him.
And I tell you what, he's well within range here. He's going to kick from about 40, a very slight angle. They lead by 3 points.
Could be 9. Just could be 9.
Could be 4 also as he comes in, or it could stay at 3. Let's see what Harvey can do. Deliberate approach, kick strong at it and kick straight as well. Lilydale lead by 9 points, 13 and a half minutes into the final term out here in the Division 2 elimination final. Who would have thought this only 25 minutes ago? And
haven't the Lilydale faithful come alive in the crowd here? You know, we didn't hear a beep out of them in the first half of the game, but good luck to them. Their side's back in front, and as we said before, Bayswater, they've certainly got the job in front of them now.
Well, have they got any juice left, Bayswater? They need to dig deep at this stage of the game. They led by 42 points earlier on. As we're back in the middle. No ruck able to get the clean tap out. Lopo is wrapping his opponent up in the tackle there. We'll have another bounce in the middle of Tormore Reserve. So Mitchener again. Slammed on the boot though by the Waters as they look to go forward. Inside forward 50 taken there by Sciartino. They lost it though. Cunningham at the bottom of the pack. Diving through there was Miller. Off through Lopo. How will this one go? It's away to the left. And Lopo, an opportunity missed there just to swing the momentum back Bayswater's way. They go to 8:11.59. Lilydale 9:13.67. 8 points the difference as we cross the halfway mark of this final term. Klepp once again to bring it back in. Goes out towards the left half-back flank. Mitch in a strong mark in front of McInerney. And chips it over the top. Batty goes wide to the wing. Great tackle there by Vanderlack. Dispossessed Harvey, the goal kicker, just a few moments ago. And that ball's going nowhere. Sam Baker hands it to the umpire. We'll have another bounce. So Rucks go at it again. Mitchener wins it to Batty. Baker wheels around the body, then pops it up high to half forward. No one able to take the mark. Moore just releases the handball quickly. McLeod, Moore once again. Batty with the don't argue on Lopo there. Great stuff. Mitchener's kick was smothered, then belted it right down the throat of Galvin. Inside forward 50, the Waters go. Bouncing ball. Was he held, Callanan? Yes, he was. And they play on Bayswater. Inside forward 50, top of the square. Here's Cunningham. Strong mark. Strolls into an open goal. Bang. Waters still alive. 9:11.65 Bayswater. They draw within 2 points of Lilydale. 9:13.67. 16 minutes gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Just the reply that Bayswater needed. They had to get a goal. A big advantage of the advantage rule at some situations. It was good luck, they took advantage of it, but gee, sometimes the advantage one side gets, is huge, and that was a huge one.
I think the free kick was there and the advantage was warranted. Yeah. No, I'm not saying you weren't. 2 points is the margin, 67-65. Lilydale hold the lead. 16.5 minutes gone. What a season it's been on AFL game day. We're getting crackers every single game we call. Ball in the middle, it goes to no side's advantage, and we'll have a ball up. It's going to be hard, tough football for the next 10 minutes to see who will go through next week and take on Upper Ferntree Gully in the preliminary final, to see who'll take on Doncaster East. It comes out now. Kennedy for Lilydale on the right boot, kicks it out wide. Oh, Ben Searle out of nowhere. He thumped the ball 50 metres on his left, inside forward 50, looking for Cunningham. Palmed it to himself. Almost might have been held without the football. Callanan snaps around the body. It might have been advantage. The umpire this time says, no, you can come back and have a shot on goal. Matthew Cunningham will have a shot from 25 metres out, slight angle. Oh my God.
What is going through his mind after the last one he missed? The pressure's on Cunningham here, although he's a lot closer this time.
Well, he shouldn't miss it. He's an experienced footballer.
He shouldn't have missed the last one either, Brash.
I know, but he shouldn't miss this one.
Still waiting for the ball to come back. Eventually it does. Matthew Cunningham to regain the lead for Bayswater. Comes in now, and he makes no mistake, and a bit of a celebration to boot as well. Look at the boys get around him. Excitement levels at a maximum out here at Tormore Reserve for the Division 2 elimination final. Bayswater have got themselves back in front, 10-11-71 to 9-13-67. Holy dooly.
Yeah, and the pressure is no doubt back on Lilydale now. Have they spent all their petrol tickets, getting to the lead, and now they've relinquished the lead back to Bayswater? Gee, this game's a fantastic final.
Well, when we saw the Falcons a fortnight ago, they fought it right out till the death, expecting the same today. Back in the middle, Mitchener down to Batty, driven into the turf there by Lopo. Great tackle. Umpire will ball it up.
Gee, I really like the play of young Loco. There's not much of him, but gee, when he tackles, they go to the ground.
So Mitchener again. Tap was to no real advantage. Cotty brought down in the tackle. And McNay really making that tackle hurt, as he's a bit ginger at the moment. Cotty just taking a while to get up.
Well, he was a bit sore.
I think he's been winded.
Yeah,
just let him get up of his own accord. Don't drag him up.
Definitely winded. A perfect time to go around the grounds on the score centre with Tim Fitzsimons.
Yeah, 2 games look to be over at the moment. 3/4 time in Division 3. Ringwood leading by 48 points. A dominant third term there from the Redbacks. And in Division 1, Blackburn now leading by 51 points. 6 played in the final quarter.
Yeah, well, looks like it's all over for Oval, Ray.
Oh, yeah, not surprised.
Aaron Cotty picking himself up. Will need a hand off the ground here, so
I think he's hurt himself.
His ankle.
he's ginger on an ankle as well.
Yeah.
So, of course, Gav Casey is in position A. Let's cross down boundary side now to Gavin.
He came in with a crook ankle, so that's just exacerbated at that time.
Well, they're a player down because he's still making his way off. He probably should have just asked for the stretcher in the end because that's a disadvantage now to Bayswater. Chance now for Lilydale. That kick goes up towards the half-forward line. It sits up in the wind and maybe a little bit of holding against Burnston that time to Wayne McInerney, who's going to bring the ball out of defence for Baysy.
Well, the last thing they want to do, Bayswater, is just chip it around like they've done previously, and Lilydale has made them pay. Kick goes down the wing, off hands. Schroeder just handballed it out of bounds. He was looking for Van Ruin.
If you go, Gav.
I think the Bayswater should have called for the stretcher. The play just finished up with Cotty just crossing the line and nearly got shirt fronted by his teammate with the ball.
So boundary throw in smack bang on the wing here at Tormore Reserve as we've ticked into time on final term. Mitchener wins the tap. Hoare wrapped up in the tackle there, and that's going nowhere. Ball up.
Brash, you made a comment earlier. Does Paul McCormick throw Wayne McInerney forward? And I said wait and see. Now is the time I would. They've got to win this game. They can't save it. So you put your best goal kicker down there.
O'Reilly hands it off to Lopo, who checks sides it inside forward 50 in the Cunningham direction. What can he do here? He's brought to ground. What will the umpire do? Umpire calls holding the ball. He's gone. Wooten to take the free kick. Hands it off quickly to Klepp, who clears the defensive 50 out towards half-back. Great mark taken by Klaas Henry in front of Vanderlack. And Klaas Henry just chips it over the top and finds his captain in Lowe.
It's done well since half-time, Lowe.
So Brad Lowe finds McNay. What can he do? Needs to get it off quickly. He's gone. Great tackle by Vanderlack.
Gee, that could be a goal-saving tackle there by Vanderlack because McNay can roost the ball 50, 60 metres.
So Vanderlack wastes no time, moves it on quickly down the line, looking for Callanan. What a game he's played. 4 goals to his name. And we'll just look to milk up the seconds here as he moves it on now. Inside 50. Kick went very close to the line, trickling over for a throw-in. Inside 50 for the Waters. 22 minutes gone. Bayswater 71, Lilydale 67.
Someone's had some fat fingers in the scoreboard because the score keeps changing at the moment, and there's a few people having conniptions outside. But it is 4-point the margin. It's the way of Bayswater. Ball goes forward. Here's a go. Lopo just fell down at the crucial stage. Might have been pinged. Miller came in over the top. He hit the deck also. We're going to have a bounce. It's only 30 metres out from the Bayswater goal line. 23.5 minutes tick by. 71 to 67. Bayswater have the lead.
Gee, did Bayswater get this next goal? It could be just hard for Lilydale then.
Same message to both sides. Attack, attack, attack.
Yep.
High throws it up. Mitchener got the knockdown. Comes out. There's a lot of players around it. Miller was in there. So too was Galvin. Somehow just got himself out. Lopo. Snap around the body by Lopo. Just couldn't get enough curl on that. He was under pressure. Margin is 5 points. 72 to 67. Bayswater have the lead.
The ball's taken a bit of time to come back. Bayswater have to match up.
Oh, sounded like you were about to take off with it there, Ray. Sounded good.
I would never do that to you, Ben.
So Klepp, short chip kick to Sciortino, plays on straight away, up towards the wing, looking for Koga. Was outstretched in that situation. The Mortars have got the numbers here. Little handball over the top was good. Found Pritchard, who went backwards. Klaas Henry in the area. Pritchard again wrapped up in the tackle, needs to get rid of it. Lilydale now with the footy. Klaas Henry trying to work his way out of trouble, just slams it on the boot. Cunningham's in the area. And Vanderlack off to Moore. Great tackle there by Wiles, and very lucky to get away with that one. And the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. 24 minutes have ticked over. It's Bayswater by 4 points.
He disguised that well more. He got away with it.
Waters by 5 points here at Tormore Reserve. 24 gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
They haven't been long quarters all day either.
No.
Klaas Henry once again Bernstein rather, taken over the boundary line by O'Reilly.
You're almost sorry now to see a loser, aren't you?
Well, both sides have cracked in so well in this second half. It's one side won't be playing footy next week, and it's a real shame because it's two quality sides out there at the moment. Ball toss back into play. Bayswater win the tap. Klepp just slams it on the boot. Only as far though as O'Reilly.
Oh, they'll try and suck up a bit of the clock here.
He's stood tall today, O'Reilly, hasn't he? He's had some game. As he pops it on the boot, long down the wing, up towards half forward. Was there a push out there? Umpire said no.
Yeah, free kick.
Oh, free kick coming back. So, free kick going the way of Del Biondo. At half back. Sends it straight back down the wing to a pack of players. Nobody able to take the mark. O'Donoghue, Koga shoveled it out looking for Bernstein. Galvin, the captain, showing leadership, just smashing through there. And we'll see a ball
about
up.
that desperation by Joel Galvin then? You know, that's a captain's effort.
There can't be too much longer to go in this game. It's a 5-point margin. Umpire throws it up, true centre wing position. Came out, Mitchener got it down. The kick was smothered from the stoppage. Charging his way through, getting a handball out towards the direction there of O'Reilly, who's happy to see it over the boundary line and out of bounds. Gavin Casey, he's right in and amongst it at the moment. What's it like down there at ground level, Gav?
A lot of nervous energy. I think the siren's only a couple of minutes away. People don't know when it's going to go. One more score could win it either way.
Yep.
Pye brings the ball back into play. It was a shallow one, so it's anyone's ball. Another stoppage is going to happen here. Pye comes in. Expect a quick restart.
Actually, I think the umpiring's been really good. They've let it go this afternoon, and it's been good for the game.
Smith versus Mitchener. Mitchener got the knockdown, came down, a little snap around the body there by Eddie, up towards a half-forward line. Underneath it, though, Lilydale had the numbers, and they've got to take off. They've got to take some risks. The kick goes up towards a Harvey direction. He takes the mark and takes off. The umpire said, no, he didn't take off. No, he didn't. Well, listen to the brethren of Bayswater get around that one. They are filthy about it. He's got to not waste any time, Ryan Harvey weighs up his options. He's got to kick it to the hot spot. He's got to go towards the Koga direction. Unbelievable stuff. The mark has been taken there by Morrison. I thought it was Koga. Apologies. He kicks the ball inside forward 50. They've got to hit the targets, and they do. And a mark has been taken by Paddy Klepp. He might just still be too far out from goal. He'll kick from just outside 50. It's a 5-point margin out here. 27 minutes are ticked on. He wants to go for the short option. He's copped it up. Oh, no. He has copped it up. You wouldn't believe it. Inside the defensive arc, Bayswater are just going to...
Well, we don't know.
Unbelievable stuff. They've got the ball, Basie, in the back pocket, driving the ball out towards the wing position. Callanan over the back. He wanted the spoil. Lilydale did have the numbers. Handball over the top. Here's another go for them, charging through. Bryce Batty on the left boot. This might be their last chance at it. Lilydale at the forward ball. Wilson, it almost looked like he could have got boot to ball. It scoots out. They're still charging forward. Umpire says play on. Joel Galvin comes in. He dropped the football. That's holding the ball. It is. It's a free kick to Lilydale. 35 metres out, directly in front. As the siren sounds. Oh, no. The siren has sound. Brad Lowe has the ball. He'll kick from 35 metres out, directly in front. You would not read about this type of finish. Division 2 elimination final. It's a 5-point ball game. Lilydale can steal it on the siren.
I reckon he's going to do it.
Brad Lowe. The crowd will tell the story either way. He comes in. Will he kick the goal? He does kick the goal. Lilydale win. Have a look at the boys get around him. What a sensational finish to a game. Oh, what an epic clash out here at Tormore Reserve. On the siren, Lilydale win by 1 point. Amazing stuff.
Unbelievable finish. What a fantastic finish. Gav Casey.
And come in for a sec. How's that for a finish?
I don't even know what to say, Gav. Yeah, unbelievable effort. Unbelievable. 2 late goals as well. And yeah, we just took the punt, ran forward, and geez, we're lucky. Yeah, very.
Was it in the right man's hands right at the end there?
Oh, absolutely. Lowy, he's one of our co-captains, a terrific leader, and I knew he was going to kick that, so yeah.
Well done. You must be feeling high.
Thank you.
What a magnificent effort by Lilydale. 42 points down, 15 minutes into the third quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe it. They have got up on the last kick of the day with the siren gone. Bradlow, the co-captain, has taken the mark. 15 metres out from goal, and he slotted it straight through the middle. And Lilydale are into a preliminary final, Ray Baird, and jeepers.
Look, all credit goes to Lilydale. They certainly, look, they were behind the 8 ball at half time, and and even 10 or 12 minutes into that third quarter, they were getting absolutely beaten. But then Bayswater, I think that they've got a lesson to learn out of this, because when you have a side down, you don't take your foot off the pedal, and they certainly took their foot off the pedal, and they showed contempt the way they played that ball in across that half back line, which was a turning point in the game in that third quarter.
Well, that is going